Hey YouTubers and subscribers. Today we're going to be doing an installation of vinyl decal for the hood on the 2012 Challenger. I purchased it from MoPro Auto, and as you can see behind me I have the bars that says RT there, and I have the Scat Pack stripes on the back there. And like I said, today we're going to be doing the installation of the hood decals because they say that every racing stripe adds 5 horsepower. So let's get to it. With the kit that I purchased, it also comes with the openings on the hood for the earlier models that have the hood emblems on them. My model is the 2012 model, so it does not have the emblem. The kit includes the decals that does not have the emblems. The instructions say that you're going to need a razor blade, squeegee, some painter's tape, and to mix up a solution of soapy water. I just mixed it up in this bottle here. Measuring tape, of course, so you can measure and make sure that the distances between the two decals are the same. And once you have all that, you can get started. First, you want to clean the area with some type of degreaser or cleaner of your choice to get all the wax and stuff off the paint. And then once you get that done, you can start laying down the graphics. As you can see, I already have some tape down. I started taping off the areas where I wanted the decals to line up. I started off with this opening here, just to make sure that the area around it is pretty much even all the way around. And then just line up the tape on this side here and that side, and then measure it just to make sure that they're even on each side, and place your tape where you want them to be and line up. So now that we have both sides of the decals measured and taped off, the next step is going to be peeling off the paper backing and wetting the surface down with the soap solution. I'm just going to spray it liberally with a lot of soap just to rinse down the area to make sure we don't have any dust or lint in the area. I can just rinse that off real good. Peel the paper backing off, and I'm going to spray the back of the decal also and make sure that that's nice and wet, so when I lay it down on the car I can move it around easily and then squeegee it into place. So as you can see, I pulled the paper backing off the first decal and I sprayed the area liberally with lots of soap and water, and I also sprayed the back of the decal. So you can see just by moving my hand, I can move the decal. It's nice and slippery and can move around, so you can place it where you want to along the tapes. So once I get it placed, I'm going to start squeegeeing. So now that I have it in place, they say start from the middle and work your way out. So I'm squeegeeing all the water out of it. As you can see, I have it placed in the edges where I want it, and tape. So now it's just squeegeeing the water out of it and air bubbles. Making sure that it's nice and air bubble free. And just continue on. So now we have the first decal squeegeed into place. You want to pay close attention to the edges just to make sure that they are sticking down. The instructions say give it 30 minutes before peeling off the top blue layer. And you also have to work on curling the lip over here underneath. So pay close attention to that. So as you see, the decal extends over the edge of the hood just a little bit. That's so it can tuck and roll underneath the underside here. So make sure when you clean the car, you also clean under the hood around the lip, just to make sure that that's a clean area that you can roll over and tack it down. You will see that there is a little metal lip here on the bottom of the hood, and if you did the graphic correctly and did most of the measurements right, it will roll over and just tuck right into that little groove there underneath the hood there. So MoPro Auto, they're real good with their products and their measurements. So now that the first decal is down, they say give it 30 minutes before you peel the top layer of the protective coating off. So in the meantime, I'm going to rinse this side down again and get started on the second decal. So the hood decal, the small piece here, you can notice that it's a little bit oversized, and underneath the hood here, you see that there's the black plastic that starts a little bit back there. So this decal is going to wrap around and end at the black plastic there. So in order to get that to line up correctly, you need to place the decal just a little bit further up so that it overlaps a little bit there. That way it'll line up perfectly when you fold it over underneath. And then the top here, you could just tuck underneath the little black rubber trim that's in between the hood and the front piece here. That way it'll be tucked and rolled here and tucked and rolled on the bottom, give it that professional look. So once the decal has been down for about 30 minutes or so, you can start peeling back the corner. I just used my fingernail and just grazed it a little bit till it started peeling up, and then I just dragged my finger on it to try to peel it back. So now we're just gonna I'm going to pay a little bit more attention to this edge here and be a little bit more careful because of the lip that's folded over. I don't want to peel that back too much and pull off the little edge there. So I'm going to try to be very careful with this edge right here. no air bubbles. Down nice and tight. Even around the windshield washer sprayer. So what you have to do is with the extra that's at the top that you have to tuck in, there's a little black trim piece, the rubber gasket that goes between the hood and down here. You have to get a screwdriver or something just to hold it back. That way you can tuck the extra pieces of the vinyl in between that. So with the lip, with pretty much I think with any of the vinyls, it's always the hardest to get to stick. So I usually just wait about maybe 10 minutes or so and let it sit. As it starts to get a little tacky, then I start to squeegee it down and try to make it stick, because when it's wet, it won't stay put. So just wait a while until it starts to get a little dry, and then tuck it under and try to stick it then. All right, installation complete. Got them all nice and lined up. Finished product. Well, I hope this video was informative and can help some of you guys out there that's doing decals for the first time. The other decals that I have on here, I had for about maybe a year and a half, and I did those the same way, and I haven't had any issues so far. So thanks for checking out the video. Subscribe, share. See you next time.